In a world that often celebrates conformity and groupthink, Sigma males stand out as the embodiment of independence and self-reliance. However, their unique mindset also exposes them to a range of anti-Sigma behaviors that can be detrimental to their well-being. While traditional social hierarchies might encourage dependence on others for validation and success, Sigma males thrive on their own terms, making them particularly vulnerable to the pitfalls of misguided associations and toxic relationships. Behaviors such as seeking excessive approval, becoming overly reliant on social status, or allowing themselves to be manipulated by others can derail their natural instincts for self-preservation. When Sigma males abandon their authentic selves in pursuit of fleeting connections or societal acceptance, they risk losing their edge and becoming trapped in a cycle of dissatisfaction. This is why it's crucial for Sigma males to remain vigilant against these counterproductive tendencies. By recognizing and avoiding anti-Sigma behaviors, they can maintain their unique perspective and continue to navigate life with the autonomy and confidence that define their character, ensuring they don't compromise the very qualities that set them apart in an often conformist world. Are you feeling like just a roommate in your own home? At the Dominance Academy, they help men boost passion, reclaim respect, and restore their power in relationships. Step into your strength and transform your intimate life. Join the Dominance Academy, where Sigma men rediscover leadership and connection. Go to the link in the description. Number 1. Reacting emotionally instead of responding rationally can lead to significant consequences in one's life. A wise individual once remarked that there exists a space between stimulus and response, and within that space lies our power to choose how we react. In that choice, we find opportunities for personal growth and true freedom. While it's natural to feel emotions deeply, allowing them to dictate our actions can result in hasty decisions and unnecessary drama. Sigma males, in particular, understand the importance of stepping back to analyze a situation before responding. This reflective approach not only showcases their self-control, but also their awareness, often leaving others feeling unsettled by their calm demeanor in emotionally charged situations. By refusing to react impulsively, they cultivate a reputation for being thoughtful leaders who prioritize stability and peace in their lives. Ultimately, mastering the art of response over reaction is an essential skill that enhances one's ability to navigate complex interactions and fosters a sense of inner peace. Embracing this discipline empowers Sigma males to face challenges head-on, allowing them to thrive in their personal and professional lives. Number 2. Trying to please everyone is a futile endeavor that often leads to frustration and dissatisfaction. Let's be honest. Attempting to make everyone happy is like juggling flaming swords while riding a unicycle. It's not only incredibly difficult but likely to end in chaos. The stark reality is that you will never be able to satisfy everyone, and that's perfectly okay. The world is filled with diverse opinions, tastes, and perspectives, and this variety is what makes life interesting. Sigma males recognize this truth and refuse to waste their energy trying to gain the approval of every individual they encounter. They understand that their self-worth is not contingent on the number of people they can make smile. Instead, they focus on staying true to their values and doing what feels right for them. While it's important to be considerate and respectful, being a yes man only leads to losing sight of one's identity. Embracing your authentic self is far more rewarding than chasing the fleeting applause of the crowd. So, let go of the urge to please everyone, and remember that it's your life. Live it for yourself and prioritize your own happiness. Number 3. The phenomenon of waiting for the perfect moment is all too common, with more than 70% of people experiencing what's known as analysis paralysis. This tendency to overthink and hesitate can stifle action, preventing individuals from seizing opportunities as they arise. The reality is that not everything in life will align perfectly for action to be taken. In fact, around 90% of remarkable stories of achievement began when individuals decided to act, rather than wait for ideal circumstances. Sigma males embody this proactive mindset, viewing themselves as action takers rather than procrastinators. The perfect moment may never arrive, and delaying decisions in the hope that everything will be just right often leads to missed opportunities and eventual regret. Instead of waiting for conditions to improve, Sigma males create their own moments of opportunity by embracing action, no matter how imperfect it may seem. They understand that striving for perfection can be paralyzing, leading to inaction. By taking steps forward and learning from their experiences, they foster growth and personal development. In essence, the key to success lies in the courage to start where you are and make the most of what you have. Number 4. Constantly comparing yourself to others is a surefire way to steal your own joy and satisfaction. The famous quote by Theodore Roosevelt, "Comparison is the thief of joy," encapsulates this sentiment perfectly. When you measure your own progress against someone else's achievements, it can foster feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Each person's journey is unique, and comparing your initial steps to another's final accomplishments is not only unfair but also counterproductive. Sigma males recognize their worth and understand that competition should be internal rather than external. They strive to improve themselves, focusing on being better than they were yesterday, rather than engaging in futile rivalries. This shift in perspective is crucial. Real confidence emerges from within, independent of others' successes or failures. While achievements can offer validation, true self-worth is not defined by external accolades. When you concentrate on your personal growth, you naturally care less about what others are doing, allowing you to embark on your own journey without the burden of comparison. Ultimately, embracing your individual path leads to genuine fulfillment, freeing you from the exhausting cycle of comparison. Number 5. Negative self-talk can be a detrimental force, even for the toughest individuals. We all have that inner critic, that persistent voice that chips away at our self-esteem, telling us we aren't good enough, smart enough, or strong enough. It's akin to having a cynical coach in your corner, pointing out every flaw instead of cheering you on. The danger lies in allowing this internal dialogue to dictate your self-perception and actions. Even Sigma males, who often exude confidence, are not immune to the effects of negative self-talk. However, they have learned to manage this internal critic effectively. While it may be challenging to silence that voice completely, they can reframe their thoughts into more constructive ones. For instance, instead of thinking, "I always mess things up," they might say, "I made a mistake, but I can learn from it and improve." This simple yet powerful shift in mindset can profoundly impact how you perceive yourself and your capabilities. Ultimately, the only voice worth listening to is the one that encourages growth, resilience, and celebrates every achievement, no matter how small. Remember, you are the champion of your own narrative, not your doubts. Number 6. In today's world, where instant gratification reigns supreme, the temptation to seek comfort and avoid discomfort can lead to stagnation. Many individuals find themselves trapped in a cycle of complacency, preferring the easy route over challenging themselves. Sigma males understand that true growth occurs outside of comfort zones, where discomfort becomes a powerful catalyst for development. The discipline to delay gratification and push oneself beyond familiar boundaries distinguishes them from the average person. Studies show that approximately 80% of people remain within their comfort zones for their entire lives, with over 70% expressing regret for not taking risks when they had the chance. Sigma males reject mediocrity. They are designed for more. By embracing discomfort, whether in their careers, relationships, or personal growth, they cultivate resilience and adaptability. This willingness to face challenges head-on enables them to seize opportunities that others may overlook. Living a life devoid of risks can lead to unfulfilled potential, so stepping into discomfort is essential. Remember, you are capable of more than you think. Don't let the fear of discomfort dictate your choices. Number 7. The fear of what others might think often holds people back from pursuing their true desires and making significant life choices. This concern can create a paralyzing effect, stifling personal growth and fulfillment. Sigma males, however, embrace the idea of being unapologetically true to themselves, carving their own unique paths in life. They recognize that the opinions of others are often shaped by their insecurities and limited perspectives, which shouldn't dictate your choices. Living authentically means standing out, even when it's uncomfortable, and this willingness to defy societal expectations is one of the hallmarks of being a Sigma. It opens doors to incredible opportunities and experiences that might otherwise be missed. While it's natural to consider the views of those close to you, Sigma males know when to follow their instincts and prioritize their own journeys. They understand that seeking approval from others only leads to stress and dissatisfaction. By defining themselves on their own terms, Sigma males cultivate a life that resonates with their values and aspirations, fostering a sense of fulfillment that comes from within. Number 8. Blaming external circumstances for your emotional state can be a trap that undermines your personal power. Life is full of ups and downs, but it's crucial to recognize that your mindset is ultimately shaped by your own choices, not by outside factors. When you continuously attribute your emotional state to external influences, you relinquish control and risk becoming a victim of your circumstances. Sigma males understand the importance of taking responsibility for their feelings and actions. They recognize that while they can't control everything that happens, they can choose how to respond. This proactive mindset cultivates resilience and self-reliance. For instance, waiting for a promotion or a perfect partner to feel happy only leads to disappointment. True happiness is a state of mind that can be achieved regardless of circumstances. Sigma males embody this philosophy, opting to find joy and contentment in the present moment. By focusing on their attitudes and responses, they shape their realities, allowing them to navigate life's challenges with confidence and strength. In essence, taking ownership of your emotional state empowers you to live authentically and purposefully. Number 9. Worrying about things you cannot change is an exhausting exercise that drains your energy and hinders your peace of mind. We all grapple with aspects of life that we wish were different, but fixating on them only amplifies feelings of powerlessness and anxiety. This tendency leads to stress and burnout, as people often dwell on issues beyond their control. Sigma males recognize this pitfall and learn to let go of things they cannot influence. Instead, they redirect their focus to what they can control, fostering a sense of calm and acceptance in the face of uncertainty. The saying that worrying is like a rocking chair, it gives you something to do but doesn't get you anywhere, aptly describes the futility of this mindset. While it's natural to have concerns, constantly ruminating on them only disrupts inner peace. By assessing whether a situation is changeable, Sigma males can take appropriate action or choose to move on. This mindset shift allows them to prioritize their energy toward finding solutions and creating positive outcomes, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and balanced life. Number 10. Surrounding yourself with toxic people can have a profoundly negative impact on your mental well-being and personal growth. Toxic individuals drain your energy, undermine your confidence, and stifle your potential. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, making it essential to curate your inner circle carefully. Sigma males often prefer smaller circles of close friends, valuing quality over quantity in their relationships. This selectivity allows them to foster meaningful connections that support their growth and well-being. While some may misconstrue this preference as antisocial behavior, nothing could be further from the truth. Sigma males prioritize their peace of mind, understanding that toxic influences disrupt that tranquility. Even if complete avoidance of toxic individuals isn't feasible, setting clear boundaries and limiting interactions can significantly improve one's emotional state. Whether it's negative friends or unsupportive coworkers, being mindful of the company you keep can protect your energy and enhance your overall mood. By surrounding themselves with positive influences, Sigma males create an environment conducive to success and happiness. Number 11. Complaining and adopting a victim mentality can become a detrimental habit that negatively affects one's mindset and relationships. For some, incessant complaining becomes a way of life, perpetually pointing out what's wrong and how they've been dealt an unfair hand. This tendency amplifies negative emotions, trapping individuals in a cycle of despair and dissatisfaction. While it's perfectly acceptable to vent occasionally, constant complaining can alienate those around you and foster a toxic atmosphere. Sigma males recognize that life isn't always fair, but they refuse to let that dictate their progress. They understand that focusing on negativity not only hinders personal growth but also repels potential allies and friends. Instead of fixating on what's wrong, they choose to shift their perspective toward what's going right. This proactive approach not only improves their mindset but also attracts more positive experiences into their lives. By reframing their thoughts and focusing on solutions rather than problems, Sigma males empower themselves to break free from the victim mentality, ultimately fostering resilience and an optimistic outlook. Number 12. Seeking external affirmation and validation can undermine your self-esteem and overall sense of worth. Many individuals find themselves relying on the approval of others, whether through social media likes or verbal praise, to feel good about themselves. While receiving validation can be gratifying, depending solely on external sources for self-worth is unhealthy and potentially damaging. This reliance can lead to a constant need for affirmation, leaving you vulnerable to the fickle nature of public opinion. Sigma males understand the importance of cultivating a stable sense of self-worth that is independent of external validation. They learn to appreciate their achievements and recognize their intrinsic value, regardless of whether it goes unnoticed by others. By relying less on outside affirmation, they foster inner strength and resilience, building a more secure sense of self. This shift allows them to navigate life with confidence, unshackled by the whims of others. Ultimately, recognizing and celebrating your worth from within is essential for a fulfilling and authentic life, empowering you to pursue your goals without fear of judgment. Number 13. Avoiding discomfort is a common pitfall in today's fast-paced world, where the allure of instant gratification can be hard to resist. Many people find themselves preferring the easy route, choosing comfort over challenges, which can lead to stagnation and a lack of fulfillment. This mindset traps individuals in a cycle of complacency as they shy away from experiences that could foster growth. Sigma males, however, have a different perspective. They understand that true development occurs when they step outside their comfort zones and embrace discomfort as a necessary part of the growth process. By doing so, they cultivate resilience and strength that set them apart from the average individual. Studies reveal that a staggering 80% of people remain within their comfort zones throughout their lives, often expressing regret for not taking risks when opportunities arose. Sigma males are determined to break free from this cycle, recognizing that life is too short for mediocrity. By willingly confronting discomfort, whether in their careers, relationships, or personal pursuits, they create paths to success that others overlook. Ultimately, embracing discomfort is not just a challenge, it's a gateway to realizing one's full potential. Number 14. Letting the fear of judgment dictate your actions can be incredibly limiting. Many individuals hold back from pursuing their passions or making important life choices due to concerns about what others might think. This fear can create a significant barrier to personal growth and fulfillment. However, Sigma males understand that being unapologetically true to themselves is paramount. They recognize that opinions often stem from others' insecurities and limitations, and therefore should not dictate their choices or paths. Living authentically means being willing to stand out, even when it feels uncomfortable, and this trait is a hallmark of the Sigma mindset. By choosing to defy societal norms and expectations, they open themselves up to a wealth of opportunities and experiences that others might shy away from. While it's natural to take the perspectives of those close to you into account, Sigma males prioritize their own instincts and desires above all. They understand that seeking approval only leads to stress and dissatisfaction. Ultimately, the journey is theirs to navigate, and by defining themselves on their own terms, they cultivate a life rich in purpose and fulfillment. Number 15. Blaming external circumstances for one's state of mind can be a debilitating mindset that prevents personal empowerment. Life is inherently filled with ups and downs, but your emotional responses are ultimately shaped by your choices, not by outside factors. When you continually attribute your feelings to external influences, you give away your power and risk falling into a victim mentality. Sigma males, in contrast, are keenly aware of the importance of taking responsibility for their emotions and actions. They recognize that while they cannot control every aspect of life, they can certainly choose how they respond to challenges. This proactive approach fosters resilience and independence. For instance, waiting for a job promotion or the ideal relationship to feel happy only leads to disappointment. True contentment comes from within and can be accessed at any moment. Sigma males embody this philosophy, choosing to cultivate joy and fulfillment regardless of their circumstances. By focusing on their attitudes and reactions, they shape their realities in meaningful ways. Ultimately, taking ownership of your emotional state not only empowers you to live authentically, but also paves the way for a more intentional and purposeful life. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the Join button under this video.